Hey vinyl community, it's MGK Boston. That's Mike back with another video. Today I'm doing a contest entry for another Mike. His channel is called Uncommon Palor, spelled P-A-L-O-R. Go on over there and check it out. His contest, he hit 300 subscribers, so it's just kind of like a celebration contest, I guess. And I watched a couple of his videos. This guy's got really killer, funny delivery, real off the cuff. It's kind of refreshing. So go on over there and check it out. So Mike put together these 13 questions. He doesn't care the format, physical format, if it's a CD, record, whatever, to answer these questions. So I'm going to knock it out. So the contest is called A Baker's Dozen of Nonsense. And these questions were not easy. A couple were easy, but a couple were, it was like solving a calculus problem. I really had to put some thought into it. So anyway, the first question here, kicking it off here, cover with a mammal on it. All right. Of course, we're all mammals, the human species, but I'm going to show some elephants. This is 10,000 Maniacs, Blind Man Zoo. This is not a particularly good record. I prefer the one that came just before it called In My Tribe, but I don't have that, and it doesn't matter. It doesn't have any mammals on it, and this one does. So you can see there's some elephants at a zoo, Blind Man Zoo, I guess. So release date on this one, 89. So it's 10,000 Maniacs. Question number 2, record that has food on the cover. This one I struggled with, and I got around 800 albums. I went through Discogs, and this one popped up. It's a 12-inch single for Blamage, for Blind Vision. You can see it's a 12-inch single, and Blamage in the UK, I believe it's some sort of like a Jell-O pudding kind of thing, and there she is serving it up, and it's called a Blamage, or Blancmange. I'm just hooked on phonics. I was raised in Canada, so I speak a bit of French, so I pronounce it Blamage. But anyway, there it is, food on the cover, Blamage. Number 3, an exceptionally terrible hairstyle. This one wasn't too difficult. Brian over at Embryonic Robot beat me to Flock of Seagulls, so this is runner-up. It's Till Tuesday. Amy Mann, it's not her hair I'm making fun of, it's this guy. I think he was the bass player. Name doesn't matter. This is their debut, Voices Carry. She's a Bostonian chick, and she wears that hairstyle well. It's a total smoke show. Beautiful woman. Look at the back of this here. There's the guy again, right? That's just brutal. These other two guys, that kind of style was pretty common for around the time this came out in 84, 85. But yeah, this screams bad hairstyle or bad hair day, whatever you want to call it. So there's an exceptionally terrible hairstyle belonging to this gentleman right here. Hopefully he grew out of that. Test pressing, single-sided record, or picture disc. I don't have anything like that, and I didn't even take me a minute to figure that out. So I don't know. I'm just going to show this book. It's the Virgin Encyclopedia of Popular Music. You can see it's a big, thick one here. Right there. There's the Virgin logo. Great Richard Branson. This is just an A to Z of popular music. This book's about 20 years old now, but it was a good point of reference, and I don't have it in storage. I actually have it on the shelf because despite the internet, I still like to use books once in a while. So cheated on that question. Just didn't have an answer, so I had to fill the gap with something. Damaged Sleeve. It's Eurythmics, Be Yourself Tonight. This is their 3rd or 4th studio record. You can see on the back here, some nasty water damage on Dave Stewart's arm. That's not good, Dave. And yeah, an example of a damaged sleeve, and that's Eurythmics, Be Yourself Tonight. All right. Cover with a weapon on it. Ooh. It's Axe. Straight out of Gainesville, Florida. If you're familiar with early Bon Jovi, Axe would be definitely in your wheelhouse. There they are on the back. This was their biggest record. I think it was their 3rd studio release. And after this, I think one of them died in a car crash and they disbanded soon after. I bought this at a record show several months back. I think maybe Gary over at Physical Format showed this one, and the cover. Thought it was going to be heavier, but it's okay. Kind of veers into 38 special territory a bit, but you know, it's listenable, and it's Axe, Offering, the name of this one. It looks like a death metal album, but it's couldn't be further from the truth. All right, 5, 6-inch, 8-inch, 9-inch, or 10-inch record. I only have a couple of 10s, and this one here, it's Bronski beat, doing the Donna Summer track, I Feel Love. You can see it's a limited edition mega mix. And of course with Mark Allman guesting on this one, of course from Soft Cell. It's a great remix. Nothing on the back there. I don't know what that label, Forbidden Fruit. Anyway, I'm not bothering taking it out of the plastic, but oh, what the hell, maybe I will. It's loose here. Don't see a lot of 10-inch records, so you can see it right there. Bronski Beat and Mark Allman, example of a 10-inch record. All right. Cover with a vehicle that isn't a car or a motorcycle. How about we go to Babylon by Bus? There's the front of the bus right there. Marley on tour right here. This is a live album. I'm not sure which album he was touring on at this point. This is 1978. Of course, you can see the Tough Gong logo right there. So an example of a vehicle that isn't a car or a motorcycle, and it's Babylon by Bus, Bob Marley and the Wailers. A weird pairing or one you'd like to see and why? Yeah. See here, oh, these are mixed up somehow here. Oh, there it is. All right. This is Pet Shop Boys discography. This is a compilation of all their singles up to this point. I believe this is 1991. From the CD library of yours truly. And the song I'm referring to on this is track 6 on this, What Have I Done to Deserve This? They do a duet with Dusty Springfield. Let's see on the inside if there's a picture of Dusty. So thinking about her recently, just when Burt Bacharach passed, they collaborated a lot. He had Dionne Warwick in the States, and he had Dusty Springfield in the UK. There's Dusty right there. And an unlikely pairing or weird pairing was definitely Dusty Springfield and Pet Shop Boys. There's Neil Tennant and Chris Lowe, the Pet Shop Boys themselves. So yeah, it works surprisingly well. They also collaborated with Willie Nelson too, which was weird, but that worked too. All right, so I'll get this back in here. I'll worry about that later. A record by a band local to you, new or old. Let's see here. Here they are. Oh, I skipped one. I'll have to backtrack. This is a local Boston band. This is 1979, 1980. It's the Nervous Eaters. They were managed by the same management that handled the Cars, also from Boston. Frontman here, Steve Cataldo. Some of the great tracks on this one. It's just super power pop. If you like the Knack or the Cars, you definitely like this. Loretta kicks this thing off. It's great. Get Stuffed. Girl Next Door. But yeah, kind of like a power pop. I wouldn't call them new wave, but same school as, like I said, the Knack or the first Cars album. But yeah, it's Nervous Eaters from Boston. All right, backtracking. Number 11, I skipped. That's a cover showing a crime being committed. I think I showed this on my worst album covers video that I did a few months ago. It's Rick James, Street Songs. He's about to commit the crime. There's a couple of ladies of the night over there. And then there they are getting busted. Rick and a couple of working girls right there. So the crime probably prostitution, I'm guessing. But you know, that was just a typical Saturday night for Rick James back in the day. Total party animal, wild man. And it's Street Songs, Rick James. Example of a crime being committed. Let's see here. A record, I'm jumping all over here. Misleading cover, right. I didn't really have anything for that. So I'm going to show a funny cover. It's the President and the First Lady. It's George and Tammy Wynette. This is one of those TV promos, so this one just features all their duets on it. But I just think that's a really hilarious cover, and it's an even more hilarious title for the record. It's the President and First Lady, so sorry for jumbling around here, Mike. But it's just the way I set the questions up. My cut and paste is kind of inverted. But anyway, a misleading cover this is not, but it's a hilarious cover, so I'm going to substitute that as the question. And lastly, a record in which one or more of the musicians that played on it are dead. Well, right here, Joe Strummer right there. He passed in 2002. Of course, this is The Clash, triple record set, Sandinista. Release date on this one, 1980. Of course, on Epic. Bought this when it came out. I was just a youngster. Triple record set, like I said, not to be missed. It's The Clash, featuring the late, great Joe Strummer, who passed in 2002. So this will conclude my entry into the contest. Again, it's a baker's dozen of nonsense per Uncommon Palor is the channel. Again, Palor is the spelling on that, and the host that channel, his name's Mike. So go on over there and check it out, and have a great week.